Hi guys, so this week I received my Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette and I wanted to do a first impression / review / swatches and a makeup tutorial as well. So if you like the look of this look, then please keep watching. So I've already applied my base, which is like my foundation and concealer and things, and I've done my eyebrows, and here it is, the palette. Yay! I've been waiting for this to come out, so I finally got hold of it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the outer packaging, and as we all know, Kat Von D is extremely artistic and it just shows in her packaging, and it's really what I like about it. It's not over the top, it's simple but effective. You know how some brands just go over the top. And then you've got the back of the packaging, which has got all the name of the shades and ingredients, and obviously the brand name. So as we remove the palette from the packaging, it's literally identical to the outer packaging, which I think is really cool because the outer packaging most people will just throw away. But what else I really like about it is the multicolored frame around the edge of the palette. I think it's really cool, like it makes the palette look really amazing. So it just literally imitates the outer packaging, and as we open up we have all the colours, which obviously the outer design reflects. By the way guys, this palette is actually quite small. I did expect it to be a little bit bigger, but the eyeshadows in it are full-size Kat Von D eyeshadows, so there's nothing to complain about there. But I just, for some reason in my mind, it always looked bigger when I saw pictures of it. So obviously this palette is limited edition, so I kind of expected the palette to be like, you know, that thick cardboard magnetic held, you know, palette. And inside, as well as the eyeshadows, you've got a nice full-size mirror as normal. So moving on to the swatches, I'm going to do fingers first and then we're going to do brushes. And the first colour we're going in with is Star, which is kind of like a banana yellow, if you like. And I was literally thoroughly impressed with this colour. Like obviously with finger swatches they're always going to appear more pigmented, but later on when I show you the one with the brush, you'll be really surprised how lovely it is. And also guys, every eyeshadow that I swatch with the brush and the finger, I swipe it 4 times. So moving on to the brush one, as you can see it's not as pigmented, but you can see how lovely it is when blended out with a brush, and it's so nice to see eyeshadows work well that way. So the next colour is called Clementine, which I was really excited about, and it is a beautiful colour. I would say it's more like that, you know, like it reminds me of grapefruit than a clementine, if you know what I mean, but it's more of just a really light peachy colour, but it does have this brightness about it, which I think is amazing. But all I would say is I would really just like just a bit more pigment from it, like a bit more brightness. And it is a tiny bit chalky, this one, but if you really work at it, it's absolutely fine. As you can see with the brush, it blends out lovely. On to Meow, which is kind of like a purpley pink, but obviously on the pastel side. So this is the finger swatch first, and this is actually one of my favourite colours from the palette. It's such a beautiful shade, and do you know what, it works really well as a transition colour. Like if you're going to do an eye look with bright colours and things, it's wonderful. Like I have a lot of colours which are similar, but not of this lightness but brightness, if you get what I mean. Also, I don't know why I described it as a pink purple, because it's more like a violet shade, a pastel violet shade. So the next colour is called Dope, and this is more like a dark lavender shade. This is one of my second favourite colours from this palette, and it's just like a grey purple, and I love it. I don't think I actually have a purple like this. Like I have colours which are almost similar but they don't match, and yeah, this is great for if you're using Meow in the transition. If you want to deepen that inner crease, then this colour's perfect. They blend so well together. I love them. So far so good. Yay! Okay, so the next colour is called Doom, and in my personal view, I find this to be the star of the show when it comes to this palette. It is unbelievable. I absolutely love this shade. It's just so bright, and literally it's like a baby blue sky, if you know what I mean. That brightness the sky goes in the summer, it's literally identical to that. And I don't have a blue which I have blues that look like that, but when you apply them, they don't look like that. But this one literally applies how it looks in the palette, and it's my number one in this palette. Okay, on to the next colour is called Gloom, and this, I don't have a green like this. It's the most weirdest but fantastic colour, and it literally reminds me of moss. Like, it's a proper moss shade, but I literally can't describe this green. It's so, to me, it's perfect, and it applies so beautifully. I mean, as you can see, it blends so well with the brush, and these two colours together, fantastic. By the way, all the colours in this palette complement each other so bloody well. I'm in love with it. Okay, so the second from last shade is called Dagger, and it's like, it's a grey, but it has green in it. Like, you can see it has like a slight greeny tint to it, and it's interesting. I don't have a grey light. I'm not really a massive grey fan, and actually I don't have any matte greys, so this is excellent, and I really, really love it, and it blends out much better with a brush than it does with a finger, and I think that's just so good when you get eyeshadows that work well with brushes, because most people apply their eyeshadows with brushes. So the last colour is called Skull, and I cannot get over how white this is. You'll see later when I apply it to my brow bone, because I'll use it as like a base colour and a brow bone colour to like lift all the other colours out. It is so white and so pigmented, and it blends out beautifully. Okay, so my thoughts so far on this palette. I have no issue with any of the colours. I just want a bit more pigmentation from Clementine, but anyway, it's amazing just by itself. And I have to say, as you'll see later when I apply it to my eyelid, that the other colours complement it so well that it actually makes it appear brighter than it does on its own. So as you can see, I'm applying Skull to my brow bone and eyelid, and as I said earlier, my eyelids are quite pigmented, like they're quite red, so this removes all that redness, so it acts as a perfect base for those bright colours. Otherwise you've got the colours mixing in with the pigmentation in your eye, and it gives off a different colour, and you want the colour to be true to itself. So as transition colour, I'm going in with Meow, and I'm literally just applying that into the crease area and blending it up towards the brow bone, and this is so all the colours can blend well together, and I wanted to really use as many colours as I could from this palette, and this one goes perfectly with all of them. So yeah, I absolutely adore this colour, and it looks really good with the white as well. Like, this would be a really good light idea with like a dark purple eyeliner, or just black eyeliner. So now we're going in with Star, and we're applying this a quarter of the way in from the inner corner of the eyelid, and then just blending that out. Oh, it works so well. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then we're going to be taking Clementine, and we're going to be placing that in the middle of the lid. I did have to build up on this colour just to really get it to sit. Like I said, it is a bit chalky, but once you get the consistency, it's perfect. And using that same brush and just flipping it from one side to the other each time, and just squiggling down where the two colours meet, and that will blend the colours together perfectly. We're then going to take the lovely Doom and apply this to the outer corner of what's left of the lid, basically. And we're literally going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to apply it on there, and then just keep flipping the brush from one side to the other and squiggling down that line just so they blend together. And then to make sure those lines are really blended together, I'm just taking a clean, small, fluffy brush and just blending over those lines. And then going back in with this fluffy brush with the colour Meow on it as our transition colour, and just going back into the crease area just gently, just to make sure everything's blended together nicely. Now taking Dope, we're going to deepen the crease, and we're just deepening the crease on like the outer half and making sure that's just blended nicely into the brow bone area, into that transition shade of course, and into the blue. And And then we're taking that transition shade again and just going lightly over it just to make sure that dope colour is blended in with the rest of the eye. So this is what the eyelids will look like. We're now going to move on to the lower lid, and we're going to start off with the colour Star, and we're just applying that to the inner quarter and blending that up into the inner quarter on the lid as well. We're now taking that colour Meow, and we're just going to brush that lightly on the rest of the lower lid. And in a way, this is kind of like acting as a transition shade for the lower lid as well. Just make sure that's really blended outwards for the next colour. So I can go doing this look without using this colour. So I'm going in with Gloom on the lower lid, so that's 3/4 of the lower lid, as you can see. And I'm just blending it in with that short shader brush, and then we're going to blend it out with that fluffy brush into the colour Meow, and making sure that's blended into the outer edges of the colours from the lid. Can't get my words out. So that's all the eyeshadows done. I'm now, of course, going to have to go in with a bit of glitter because I can't resist, and I'm using the Stila Cosmetics Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Diamond Dust, and I'm using this as an inner corner highlight, and I thoroughly recommend these liquid eyeshadows. They are amazing. I've got it in Kitten Karma as well, but I plan to get the rest of them because I just love them so much. I've gone in with my mascara, which is my Benefits Roller Lash, of course. Like, there's nothing else that compares to it because I love it so much. But I'm not going to end it there. I'm going to add the 143s by Isla to complete this look. So this is the eye look done. Now we're going to finish off with the rest of the face, and we're taking my MAC blusher in Warm Soul, which is definitely one of my favourites, and it goes so well with this look. It just adds that peachiness to it. For highlight, we're going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. Almost forgot what it's called there. And the first colour we're going in with is Purple Horseshoe, and this is actually, I think this is my first time using it, and oh my god, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And then on top of that, we're going in with my favourite, which is Pink Heart, and the two together, literally, it's like they were meant to be for each other. It's so beautiful, and it just goes so well with this entire look. I absolutely love it. So now we're going in with an old favourite of mine. I have not used this for ages, and this is my Limecrime Lipstick in Airborne Unicorn. Yes, just yes, that's all I will say about it. So this is the finished look, and I have to say, I think this is my most, I know I say this a lot, but each time I surprise myself, but this is literally my favourite look I've ever done. And personally, I'd wear this during the day. I'm not afraid to be extravagant with my makeup, but this would be perfect for festivals and things. So just add a bit of glitter, you know, go extreme, perfect for that. So onto the palette. I'm in love. I'm literally in love, and do you know what? I have to be honest, I wasn't gonna buy this until I saw people swatching it, and I was like, this is amazing. I do not have these colours, I'm gonna have to get it. And overall, the whole palette is brilliant. She's not too over the top with her packaging. Her packaging is simple but effective, and everything she brings out, I've never had any issue with it. Everything I've got of hers is perfect for me, and I know it's perfect for other people as well. Absolutely in love. Onto the shades. I love every shade is brilliant, but there are 4 that stick out the most for me, and that's Meow, Dope, Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom, hey, I like that. So do I think this palette is worth money? 100% yes, and I highly recommend you go out there and you get it. You can get it at Debenhams if you're from the UK, and obviously I think it's back in stock on her website. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Go and follow me on my Instagram, Facebook and blog as well. If you have any questions at all regarding this palette or anything at all, please feel free to comment down below. All links and products are listed down below as well, as always. And if you're still here and you've watched this entire video and you like it and you subscribe to me, I love you. So Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!